morning, y'all. It's July 23rd and it's only 78 degrees out here. It's a shockingly cool morning for July, and the high is only supposed to be like 86, so it's very odd. And there's hardly any humidity out here either. It just feels amazing. We had a shower last night and everything's dripping wet. I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies and for myself on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And I'm mostly doing it in containers because I have an armadillo problem. But I have not done anything in the garden at all this week. I did buy, I think you pronounce it bougainvillea. I haven't planted it yet, but I've wanted one for a long time, and I'm hoping that it will grow well for me. I don't know. It's going to be a new thing for me. But I was just going to show you a little bit of the craziness that's happening in here. Everything is super overgrown. I had to rip out the bluebonnets because they just were decimated by those caterpillars, those moth caterpillars. You can't even walk down this path. You can't even tell that there was a path. This is a very fun combination. That is pentas there, and then these tiny little vinca, and then wishbone flower here. I'm really liking that. I like how the wishbone flower grows in a globe, but those colors together are very pretty. I have to walk around the side of the garden like this to even get in there. All this in the front right here is lemon balm. It's kind of like a low lemon balm hedge, and it died back in the winter and then grew back again. And then a lot of these coleus came up from seed right here. I bought one seed packet from Lowe's, and then I had them growing, and then these must have just been seeds that fell out, because I didn't plant these. But aren't they neat? And it looks like the hydrangeas are going over. The blooms are just starting to fade away. That Salvia right there actually did turn into a hedge. It grew so tall. I kind of have a new idea for what I'm going to do now that I don't have trees right here, because before I just cut down the tangerine tree that was there, and then the lemon tree used to be right here, and that died from the freeze. So now that I have all this space right here, and I'm don't have a boundary, I think what I might end up doing is pulling everything out closer this direction and giving myself more space in the middle, and maybe doing a salvia hedge like this again next year, and then having a circle garden in the middle like I had the year before. So I was just like, why can't I have both? Why does it have to be one or the other? For some reason I always get just kind of I don't know, just a one-track mind. But it's really cool to get to plan for something new. The bog garden is looking pretty great. Let's see if we have any caterpillars here. No, we don't. I have a couple of hummingbirds that are fighting over, oh, do you hear them? They're fighting over precedence in the garden. I think there are just two of them. But the Petunias is just doing so well. I put these pots right here because I keep pulling the hose around to turn on the sprinkler, and then it messes up some of those plants. So I thought that I would, at this, during this week sometime, I thought I would get an opportunity to get some plants to go in there, some annuals, and it just didn't happen. But y'all, this princess flower right here, look at how it just performs. And it's just, I think I'm gonna have to get more of that. Now, you cannot leave it outside during the winter because it can't stand temperatures below 40 degrees. So it needs to be in a pot. But I've really, really enjoyed it. It is just such a performer. It looks great with this coleus behind it. Yeah, so much for the double border. That is just not what is happening here. I've got a really cool plant though, and I think I've shown it to you. And I'm gonna show it to you now that it's got blooms on it. Look at this, I can't believe it. Queen of Sweden is blooming. Is that not crazy? So this is the darling plant that I am enjoying so much, and seeing it from the kitchen window. It's called cat whiskers, and it is in the mint family. I wonder if it smells like mint. Let's see. No, it doesn't. But it is related, well, it's in the mint family, and it's not native to here. I think it's from like Asia or something. But isn't it cool? So cool. I'm going to zoom in on the... Is that just not fun and glowy? Oh, it's really a neat plant. They say it can grow 3 to 4 feet wide, so I'm going to need to give it more space than it even has here. But I'm loving it. Over here with the roses and the petunias. Look at this. The Joe Pye weed just kicked the bucket. It just gave up. I don't know why, but it looks horrific, doesn't it? Yuck. I gotta cut that down. I'm really loving this trailing Ruellia that I got at Kim's nursery. Look at how big and happy it is. And it looks so great with the bubblegum, I can't say it, bubblegum petunia. I'm loving those colors. And then with the vinca right here. And I think this might be one of those vincas, I didn't mean to get it, but it's the kind that, it's kind of trailing too. It kind of flopped over. Pretty soon I won't even be able to walk through here because I've got so many of these volunteer coral nymph salvia growing up. I do love that about them, that they just volunteer everywhere in every crack. It makes me really happy because I just love the color of them, and y'all, the bees adore them. I was going to see if oh yeah, there's a honeybee right there. They're just always being favored. I think this is black Narcissus Dahlia, and doesn't it look good with the Wicked Witch Coleus behind it? Isn't that a pretty combination? You know what, now that I think about it, I did do a little bit over here. I kind of pulled some stuff out to rearrange it so it would look better from the kitchen window, because I had some people over on Monday night, and I wanted them to be able to see the garden but not have to come outside and get eaten up by mosquitoes because it was going to be late in the evening. So here's the view from the kitchen window, and I pulled the pink stuff kind of together in a little bit of a line right here. And look at this Bishop of Canterbury. I cut that down, and look, it's growing back. That is really exciting. I did not expect that, and maybe it'll bloom again, but it looks great. I love the foliage of that Dahlia. And here I wanted to show you, this is what, it just doesn't come back as good. The agastache, when you cut it back, you know, it doesn't have a showy second growth to it. It's just kind of plain. But the pink and white just makes me so happy right here. And I love looking out the kitchen window and seeing all this pink and white. And I see some bees enjoying, once again, the coral nymph salvia. They just can't get enough of it. The coleus blooms are just so fun, and the bees like that too. This is not the kind of garden that you can walk around in and enjoy. It really does need to be enjoyed from the inside, from a window, because it's just so overgrown right now. What a brave little Queen of Sweden rose. And then look at the little rosebud, just darling. Even Sweet Spirit is putting out some blooms. That's just insane to me. It's been so hot. These dahlias have been snacked on by something. I saw that there was like poop all over the blooms, and I couldn't see what it was, but that's a really pretty one, isn't it? Here's another one blooming. It's kind of a weird place for a bloom to come out because it didn't come out from the top first. Kind of odd. But so far, that's it. Those are the only ones that are blooming. This bed back here has so far not been bothered by an armadillo this week, and it desperately needs to be weeded and have stuff cut back. But I'm feeling so excited that I can actually have something that doesn't get destroyed. So I am feeling kind of positive about trying more of that. The gravel garden is looking very, very anemic because I still have not fed it, even though I said I would weeks and weeks ago. So it does need, and I haven't pulled out these, and I'm kind of glad I haven't pulled them out yet. I haven't gotten seeds from these bush basils yet, but they look like they're kind of regenerating a little bit. But so I'm glad I haven't pulled them out. I'm still enjoying them. Y'all, this is shocking. Look, the lavender is still alive. I don't know how it's making it. I really don't. But it's still here. So that's really great. And then I have a bunch of different just zinnias growing. And all of these I threw out from seed that I saved last year. So last year I came along and whatever flowers I really, really liked, once they dried, I cut them and I just kind of laid them out flat on a pan and kept them in the potting shed. Oh, and here's the bougainvillea. But I'm going to plant it in the back. I've just been keeping it right here. But oh, wouldn't it be cool if that would just cover that whole back thing along the back wall of the house? Man, I would love that. Yeah. Things, I can't even walk through here anymore. But this, of course, is the favorite place for hummingbirds to come. So it looks like the armadillo has moved to the front yard and done some digging right here, but thank God he did not dig up this coneflower that started from seed. And look, it finally bloomed, and it's the pink kind. This is the kind that the butterflies adore. They love it. Gertrude Chico bloomed, but I missed it, and she had quite a few blooms, but then the rain knocked off all the petals. Thank y'all so much for coming with me to look at my runaway garden. I have not been playing outside, as you can see. I have been doing a lot of indoor things, and oh, I think there's a hummingbird back there. But I am going to play this afternoon and tomorrow and the next day, and I hope that I will have something really cool to show y'all next week, some transformations. But God bless y'all. Y'all have a great week, and I hope that things are going well in your garden. I love hearing what's going on. And really, let's play outside, y'all. Let's really do it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.